Welcome back to JBSports. I'm your host, Sean the Bird, and today we are going to get into the Karl-Anthony Towns trade. We're going to get into some of the Commanders stuff. You know, my Commanders won again, somehow. Just joking. And then Devontae Adams, and then a little bit of MLB, not too much, just because I'm not the most knowledgeable in there. I'm trying to learn it more. So, first off, the Karl-Anthony Towns trade. Karl-Anthony Towns has been traded to the New York Knicks for it was a three-team trade. The Timberwolves got two-time All-Star Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo, and then the Hornets got a few second-round picks and I think $7.1 million in cash. So, thinking about this trade, what the Knicks have lacked a lot recently, in my opinion, is a center. Mitchell Robinson, he hasn't been bad, but I think he gets injured a lot, and they kind of need that one all-star in that area to really help them like get where they need to be because they made the playoffs last year. They did pretty good with their team, but they just didn't have that spark they needed. So they added Karl-Anthony Towns, a center who can do a lot. He's been very good for his career so far. Playoffs, I don't think he plays as well. I think he kind of disappears in the playoffs. So maybe that'll trade when he goes to New York Knicks or not. So Karl-Anthony Towns, New York Knicks center now. He can shoot some threes. He's good in the paint. He's not bad as a defender. So he'll really help the Knicks down there because Mitchell Robinson is hurt. So we're going to have to see where that goes. But now going to the Minnesota Timberwolves, this is where I don't like it for them. So now their starting center would be Rudy Gobert, who got benched in the Olympics on the French team. So he's not good at scoring. He's only good at defending, and recently he's been bad at defending. He's going to get destroyed by Wemby. So, I mean, not saying that Karl-Anthony Towns would help, but Rudy Gobert isn't doing enough defensively to make up for, you know, the offensive struggles he has. He is only also good in the post defensively. Once it gets outside that box, he's toast. He's burnt like toast. So, them getting Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo's a good shooter. I think he can help him out that way, but I don't think they really needed that area too much. And then Julius Randle, he'll be a good pickup for them. Since, Cat's not there, you can slide Gobert to the center role and just keep Randle at the four, but Naz Reid can still probably play. Honestly, I'd rather have Naz Reid out there than Rudy Gobert just because at least he can score and play defensive pretty good. So that's my thoughts. But so far, that trade, to me, seems like it helps the Knicks a lot more than anyone. But right now, you can only guess who it'll help. You got to wait till season. You got to wait till what happens for the teams to see who really benefited from the trade. So hopefully, the teams get what they want out of it. Cat, very upset. I believe he was in the Timberwolves facility that day at 3 a.m. getting shots up, which was upsetting. And then when it all happened, he tweeted like a three dots. So he seems to be upset, but hopefully he can, get to New York and really get his feet in there and be good for the team because it sucks when you had like such a connection to a team and you get traded. But again, that's sports. Stuff is bound to happen. Next up, the Commanders beat the Cardinals 42-14. I know last week at the end of the episode, I said it was going to be a close game, and I really did think, and I said the Commanders would win. Unfortunately for me, I did not believe in my Commanders as much as I should. I mean, through 18 years of my life, they disappointed me so far, 17 of them. So you can understand why I don't have as much faith in them as I should. But Jaden Daniels had a beast game, 26 for 30, 233 yards, one passing touchdown, and a 2-point passing completion, and a running touchdown, one interception. So with that interception, he had the right idea. All of it is his fault. It wasn't a receiver's fault. It wasn't Terry's fault. He did throw the ball behind Terry. The thing is, he threw it to the look that was there. He should have got it there, but he messed up the throw, and he gets an interception. It's whatever. The main thing you want to see is how can he back up? How can he get out there and do better because of the interception? He came out there, led the offense down for a score, I think a drive after, so he did great. And so it's really good to see a rookie QB able to bounce back from throwing an interception. One interception in 4 games isn't bad. Saying Bo Nix and Caleb Williams have thrown multiple in the first 3 games. So Jane Daniels still had a really good passing day, 26 for 30. He did great. Kyler Murray, 16 for 22, 142 yards, 1 touchdown. The 1 touchdown was to Marvin Harrison Jr. It was a beauty of a throw, though, and a beauty reach out by Marvin Harrison Jr. He's really doing good. Kyler Murray, I think it was fourth in inches or fourth and one. I think it was. I don't remember who was behind him. I think it was Ignomagnaby who was on Marvin Harrison Jr. and he held on pretty good, but Marvin Harrison just reached out, got the toe taps, and he just got a touchdown. A beautiful touchdown. I know I'm a Washington fan. I shouldn't be complimented as much, but it was an amazing touchdown. B-Rob, 21 carries, 101 yards, and 1 touchdown. He did pretty good, and he did really good. Honestly, got multiple fourth down conversions for us. Ran mean, ran nasty. He was great. Jeremy McNichols, 2 touchdowns, 1 touchdown. He literally like moonwalked into the end zone. It looked like he did amazing. So happy for him. Got another one near the end to really put the nail in the coffin, even though it's probably already done. But he had an amazing game. Really happy that he can start turning into a running back we need with Austin Eckler. It's nice to see what he can do because the last 2 running back drills we had before that, Gibson, he was good for a little bit, and then when B-Rob got there, he kind of slowed down. Rodriguez, that's what I meant to say. Rodriguez, I think McNichols is playing how Rodriguez should have played last year for us, but it is what it is. We just gotta wait for that good player to step up and figure out who that is. So, Alamine Zacchaeus, 6 receptions, 85 yards. He had a game for himself. I will say, back to the running for the Cardinals. James Conner, 18 carries, 104 yards, and 1 touchdown. He ran very well on us. Our run defense was not the best. We had good passing defense for most of the game. I mean, there was the lapses, but we held held up defensively pretty good as they only got 14 points and they did very good against the Bills. But running defense, we need to step it up. We get ran on a lot. Moss for the Bengals ran on us. Connor ran on us. Singletary ran on us. Rashid White ran on us. So our running defense needs to get better. Dorrance Armstrong, amazing game. 1.5 sacks. Got us some really important sacks to the 4th and 1 on Kyler Murray. And then just one when Kyler Murray was running out, leading to a 3rd down and a stop. So amazing defensive game by him. Frankie Louvu again. I feel like I can say this every game. Frankie Louvu is a monster. We need to keep that guy for as long as we can. He is amazing. I love him. So, going on to the next Commanders game. Commanders versus the Cleveland Browns. Cleveland Browns 1-3 at the Commanders Stadium, which they are 3-1. Crazy to see. 1 win, and we already tied last year's record in the first 5 weeks. So far, the Browns, they have been very, how do you say it? Bad, honestly. I gave them mid just to be nice. Nick Chubb isn't back fully yet, I don't think. I know he's back in practice, which is great for him. Really happy for him after that nasty injury he had. I don't wish injury on anyone, so I'm happy he's coming back. But if he'd run so well on us. But Deshaun Watson, terrible year so far. Absolutely terrible. I think it was against the Raiders last week. A backup for the Raiders defensive line was like killing him that game. So he really hasn't been playing good. Again, we have a tendency to let bad quarterbacks at the time, because Deshaun Watson could be good, but he's not playing good. He didn't play great last year. Bad quarterbacks have a great game against us. So hopefully our defense can hold up, and hopefully Jaden Daniels can just keep the Jaden Daniel magic going. He's doing amazing. I love that we picked him up, and I love what he's been able to do for our team so far. Like, he's been great. All the games so far. First game, getting his feet wet, got 2 rushing touchdowns. Next game, didn't get a touchdown at all, but he did have some good drives leading us to get a field goal. Couldn't finish in the end zone. And then the last 2 games, everybody's seen the last 2 games. They've been great. He's been amazing. Best rookie QB and best rookie in the league. in my opinion. He's got Pepsi Rookie of the Week 2 weeks in a row, and he got Rookie of the Month. So he's on his way to be the best rookie, easily Rookie of the Year. Hopefully, he just has to keep playing how he's doing. Just stay comfortable, stay confident in the pocket, and he'll do great. But against the Browns, passing wise, I think we can lock it down. They do have some weapons. I won't exclude them from that. Running wise, I think we could hold them. I think we could, but we'll have to see. But yeah, passing wise, Njoku, he might be a little bit hard to cover, but he should be okay. We usually do okay against tight ends. Yeah, some wide receivers, we might have a hard time. The main thing though is passing. Honestly, the one we really have to worry about is Amari Cooper. That is someone I will say that's going to be hard to cover with our cornerbacks not being good. Our linebackers really have been saving us a lot. Frankie Luvu, Bobby Wagner, they've been amazing so far. Our safeties, Jeremy Chin, he's been great. Quan, he's been great. But cornerbacks have really been struggling. Who we put on him, I don't know. Ignomagami, I couldn't say his name. Whoopsies. He could go against him. The only person I do not want to see against him is Emmanuel Forbes. Emmanuel Forbes, I don't care what anybody said, he did not have an amazing game. He couldn't tackle. He had some good covers, and he passed. He hit a ball down. Okay, he had a good play or two. He still has not gotten in any good light, in my opinion. He's gonna probably get cooked soon again. Hopefully not. I would love for Emmanuel Forbes to change and be great, but I just don't think it's gonna happen. You can put, honestly, there's not too many people you can put on him. I guess Juice can be physical with it, but hopefully he doesn't cause a lot of flags because he usually does that against tougher receivers. But Jerome Ford, I think we can hopefully hold him back. You know, Allen and Payne need to start kind of holding their weight. Payne paid him 2 years ago, has not been doing much. Allen, we need to trade him personally before his trade value goes down in the dumps. He has not been good at all recently. Dorrance Armstrong, he's honestly good pickup. He's been starting to pull his weight now, pick it up after getting on the new team. Probably need to get some chemistry with the D line, and then he's been fine. The 1.5 sacks last week against Cardinals, amazing. And then we got some nice young players who are starting to get some minutes that can be very good for us. And Newton, Jazon, he's going to be pretty good. I'm happy he's already back after two surgeries on feet, whatever it was. He's back, which is amazing. Modern medicine is crazy. But defensively, I'm not feeling good about guarding Amari Cooper. We did okay with Marvin Harrison, but we still got cooked. Amari Cooper, got to watch that deep ball to him. Deshaun Watson, while he's bad, he can still throw the football. So we have to watch that and hopefully stop that. And that's really going to be what controls the game if we can stop Amari Cooper, because Deshaun Watson hasn't been good, but you never know what's going to happen. Offensively, just keep playing how we've been playing. Give it the ball to Terry and let Brian Robinson, McNichols, and Eckler, if he's back. I'm pretty sure he'll be back. I don't know if he's going to be out 2 weeks for the concussion or just one. Hopefully he gets time. I don't want him to end up getting multiple like Tua. Tua, hope you're doing good. He has no intentions of retire, which none of my business, but I don't think is the smartest idea. But back to, Commanders football. Just run on them. Myles Garrett, that's going to be a little scary. Maybe double team him. Try to get him stopped because our line, pretty good recently. I'm very surprised how good they've been. Sam Cosmi, one of the offensive linemen in the league, no doubt. Wiley, he's been doing honestly better. Cohen surprised me. He's been doing great for a project pick, in my opinion. He has been doing amazing. So really happy about this. Be honest, in the middle, he's been doing good. And then everyone so far has been doing very good for us. Allegretti, he's been doing good. So offensive line just needs to keep their work up and we'll be fine because they did good against the Cardinals and we beat them 42-14. So just guard, slow Myles Garrett down. I know he'll probably get a sack or two. He was Defensive Player of the Year last year, which I don't think he should have been. I think it should have been TJ Watt just because TJ Watt played better. But whether the doubt if one of them played better or not or got a defensive award, he's a monster. He's a beast. He's scary. So we need to slow him down. He'll probably get a sack or two, but just slow him down. And don't let the other people kind of distract you from him. But hopefully we can stop him. And then give the ball to Terry. I said it already. Give Terry McLaurin the ball. That's all we need to do. Give him the ball. I don't think any of the cornerbacks can really hang with Terry. Terry's a monster. I love Terry. Deep ball, short ball, he can do anything. Anything. Terry's amazing. Luke McCaffrey, really hoping he gets a touchdown soon. I really want to see Luke McCaffrey get a score. He's been so close, so many times, much to my chagrin, but he's been doing pretty good. So hopefully he can keep going. That catch he had from Jaden, really good hands against the Cardinals. I think it was like second 15, third and 15. It was long. Just reached out there and caught like a bullet, basically. Amazing catch by him. He's been doing great. Keep up the good work. Noah Brown, I saw he was questionable. He's been doing pretty good. Zacchaeus and him are kind of interchangeable. They're both doing great. So keep up the work there. Our offense is starting to hit on all cylinders. You know, Jane Daniels is great. Offensive line has been pretty good. Wide receivers have been doing pretty good after the first 2 games. You know, of course, that was its own little bad thing happening. Running backs have really been MVP so far this season. Brian Robinson Jr. is doing so great. Austin Eckler, when he's there, explosive. And then McNichols with the 2 touchdowns last game. Great for him. The little moonwalk into the touchdown, amazing. I've loved our team so far this year. They've been really outperforming what I thought they were going to do. So it's amazing. It's great to see. And then next, Davante Adams. So this is a very big deal to talk about right now. Davante Adams requested a trade from the Raiders. I've seen so far that a top team was the Jets, but if you look at Davante Adams' social, he posted, I think, a story with Edgar Allan Poe, and if most people don't know, the Ravens are named after, I believe, a poem of Edgar Allan Poe's. I think it's just called The Raven, so that's what they're named from. So he could be going to the Ravens. If he is, I'm gonna be terrified. Zay Flowers and Davante Adams is a scary duo, especially with Lamar Jackson throwing the ball to them. And they got Derrick Henry running the ball. So they are a very scary team offensively, defensively. They've been letting it slip a little bit, but they do have very good cornerbacks. Hamilton, he's good on their defense. I wanted to draft him when he was in the draft. We didn't do it, unfortunately, but it was okay. I do know that like probably the top 2 teams right now are the Ravens because he posted that, and the Jets. Some of the other teams in the mix I knew were the Steelers, and then I heard the Commanders, which I would be okay with. People were saying they were asking for like a second round and another piece, which we could probably do, honestly. Terry McLaurin and Davante Adams in the same field on the same team. It would be amazing to see that. I would love to see that. I don't think he's going to come to the Commanders. I think the Commanders are liking what they have right now. Cliff Kingsbury is cooking with the team we have. Our college offense is cooking people. So while it would be great to have him, I'm not going to say we don't need him, but I'm saying it would be very nice to have him. So I don't think he's going to come to us. I do think he's going to go to the Ravens off that post. I could be wrong. I could be like, it could have been. I saw a person say, "What if he just likes poems?" I mean, it's hinting at something. If he goes to the Ravens, I'll be scared. Jets being with Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers right now, happy to see him back. Happy to see him playing, but I don't know if he's doing the best right now. Garrett Wilson, not been good at fantasy, bro. He's been terrible for me so far. Not even going into fantasy because it's going terrible. That's all I'm giving you. Fantasy is going terrible. I just don't know what to say, and it's just been really, really rough. I'm going to the Davante Adams stuff. It does remind me of the Brandon Ayuk stuff, where if you watch them near the end of the preseason, beginning of season stuff back on my podcast, I talk about Brandon Ayuk possibly going to Steelers, Commanders, all different teams, and he eventually did re-sign with the 49ers, which he hasn't been doing really anything good, I'd say. I don't think he's been too good for them. I know just a lot of other players have stepped up, but they have a lot of injuries. Christian McCaffrey has I think bilateral Achilles tendonitis or something like that, which isn't good for them. Brock Purdy, I think he's got banged up once or twice. Kittle, he's questionable right now, so their team has a lot of question marks. They're still doing okay, so good for them. But they have a lot of pieces that are out. So, but back to that, yeah, Brandon Ayuk reminds me of that a little bit, but he just has been playing like dog water. He's not playing good at all. So that kind of sucks for them. They gave him all that money and he just isn't playing good at all. Paying him that. If that's how he's gonna play no matter what team, I'm kind of happy he didn't go to the Commanders. I mean, you never know. He could have been great for the offense. Jane Danielson could have went together like that, but again, I don't know if how that would have affected Terry. So honestly, I'm happy we didn't get him from what he looked like so far. Again, you never know what could have happened if he went there, how he could have played differently. So, sports is a big what if. Honestly, that's what sports are, which makes it really fun because you never know what's going to happen. Any given Sunday, any given football game, basically. Anything can happen. Anything is possible. That's why sports is amazing. But so far, if you're just looking at stats, you're looking at games, I'm happy we didn't get him if he was going to play like that with us. So. And then finally, just going into the MLB playoffs, I'm really just going to talk about the Orioles. We're already done. Orioles did not play really good at all. I know. I just don't get how we cannot hit in the playoffs at all. First game, no runs at all. We lost 1-0. And Corbin Burns played pretty good. Everybody, everybody after the game better have said like an apology to him or something. But he went. He didn't. I don't know. It's just hard to say. I just don't understand. I can't comprehend why we couldn't hit. The next game we did a little better, but we're already out. 2-0 sweep. We're gone. So they got to figure out something. I know we got a lot of young pieces, a lot of people with not good playoff experience because we lost like this last year. So we just got to figure something out. Corbin Burns did good. He played pretty great this season. So we have good pitchers. We have good pieces everywhere. We haven't been able to click it together yet. So something we better not turn into like the Cowboys or the 76ers of the MLB. Just play good regular season and then be trash in playoffs. If that happens, that's going to be literally infuriating. But we've had some good moments this year. We've had some bad moments. It's sports, like I said, any given sports game. Now I'm going to say that instead. So it is what it is. Next year, we just got to come back better. That's really all you can do. You just got to complain about it for a few days and then just get over it because nothing's going to change the outcome of it. I'll complain for longer just because I'm probably a big baby about sports and I want my team to win, but that's most people anyway. But we'll see what happens. The playoffs, it's been some good games. The doubleheader was pretty nice to see, so we'll see what happens. But O's aren't in it, so that sucks. But other than that, nothing too much going to except Caitlin Clark did win WNBA Rookie of the Year. Good for her. She had a great rookie season. I think it was like 66 for 67 of first place votes. I don't know who that one person was who voted. It was, I don't know, Angel Reese or something like that, probably. But Caitlin Clark was unanimous, in my opinion. She should have been. Angel Reese, she did. I don't want to hate, but honestly, she just got a bunch of her own rebounds. Don't come at me in the comments, Angel Reese fans. I'm sorry, but Caitlin Clark really should have been unanimous. She did great. She brought a 1-8 team to the playoffs. I mean, not that everybody didn't help her. The team did pretty good after they did get swept. But rookie season, not a lot of playoff experience there. So they need to start clicking together too. Hopefully they keep some of the good players and maybe next season it can be different. But congratulations to her. She is changing women's basketball, in my opinion. She's really defining it. Some of the other players there too. I mean, Angel Reese, you got to give her like a little bit of credit. Cameron Brink, some of the college players right now. So like, it's gonna start getting better for WNBA. I mean, the only person who really brings the numbers is Caitlin Clark, so that's one of the reasons you have to give her most of the credit, just because she really is the one changing it. She is the one defining the sport for them, but other people have helped a little bit. So that's what I'll say about it. I'm not going to get too deep into the politics of the WNBA, but that's just my personal opinion. But thank you guys for watching. This has been another episode of JB Sports, and have a great weekend.